Hello, boys and girls, what's going on? It's Tom.
And it's Jamie. Welcome to the Chronicles of Podcast.
The Chronicles of Bloodstock 2023.
Well, hey, podcast listeners and watchers, if you're watching. This is Jesse Leach from Killswitch Engage, and it's a pleasure to be here.
It's an absolute pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for being here. How are you doing anyway? How are things?
Buzzing, honestly, between the caffeine that I just had and just talking about what's going to happen later. I'm extremely excited. Yeah, but maintaining very zen-like.
That's absolutely wonderful. Is this your first time here?
It's my first time here and my first time headlining a festival ever.
Holy shit!
Yeah, the boys did it back in the day, but since I've been back, we haven't headlined a festival that I can think of.
I think it's going to be... Yeah.
I might be wrong.
I'm just
I definitely don't remember a lot of things, but I think I'd remember headlining a festival. I don't think we have.
Yeah.
I don't think we have, yeah.
How's your Bloodstock been so far?
Great. I went out into the crowd and bought some food, and I probably met about 100 people today, and just kind and excited and supportive, and there's a real vibe here that is unlike a lot of festivals I've been to. People are just, I guess the word is just kind. There's a lot of kindness going around. It's like it's ingrained into this festival. You know, you can tell people are here to like look out for each other and just enjoy themselves.
No, absolutely. It's got a very family feel to it.
It does, and I really like that. It's keeping me at ease. It is. It's nice.
That's good. There's a lot of babies and kids around as
I know. And that's the beauty of it too. It's you can tell it's a lifestyle. It's not just music. It encompasses every aspect of life, and it warms my heart for sure.
No, it's beautiful. I bet you're buzzing for later.
I am. I'm actually buzzing to see In Flames too, as one of my favorite bands, and drawn a lot of inspiration from those guys over the years. And I have to big up their new record. It's so good. It's one of those records I put on and I was like, whoa, this is the In Flames that I love right here. They just kind of like went back to their roots, but it's fresh and it's new, and I just love those guys. Yeah, them and Fit for an Autopsy, the homies. Yeah, so good stuff.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, in regards to festivals then, do you sort your set list differently to how you play like a Killswitch show?
Well, lately, so if we have a new record coming out, we lean hard on the record, try to do at least 4 or 5 songs. But for sets like this, you kind of want to get stuff from every record. So we're trying to roll out. Yeah, we pretty much have songs from every record on this set list to give you this, and this will be the longest set we've played of my career as well since I've been back in band. This is it's a long set tonight, but you're gonna get a bit of everything tonight.
You're gonna get to the end of your normal run, you're like, bollocks,
I'm gonna have a nice cold beer up there, so about midway through, I'm gonna just sip at and relax and sort of be present on stage. I'm gonna make sure to have a moment where I'm in that moment. So I don't forget how wild this is. Yeah.
That's amazing. So us as a podcast, we are ambassadors for the Sophie Lancaster Foundation.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Sophie Lancaster Foundation?
I heard the name mentioned today in passing, but I'll be honest with you, I don't remember exactly.
Basically, oddly enough, today is 16 years to the day.
Yeah.
Sophie Lancaster was a young girl who was attacked in a park with her boyfriend.
God, yeah.
And she lost her life. And basically the reason she was attacked is because she was a goth. There was literally no more rhyme or reason to it.
Wow.
She had red dreads, and she wore baggy jeans and band t-shirts, and that was it. She walked through a park with her boyfriend one night after a night out, and they got attacked, and Sophie never woke up from that.
Wow.
It's
horrible.
It's a horrible, horrible story.
Yeah.
But Bloodstock especially is, as you mentioned, the family feel here. Sophie's a huge name here. The foundation here every year. The second stage is named the Sophie Lancaster stage. It's a big feel here. Has there been a time in your life where you were treated differently just because the music you listen to, the way you dressed, whatever it may be?
Oh, yeah. I mean, between, in high school, being called a freak and, people looking at me the wrong way and trying to start fights with me, absolutely. But I took pride in that. To me, it made me gravitate more to people like me, the freaks and the geeks and the hardcore kids and the punk rockers and the metalheads. That's why we're all here today. We all can relate to that type of behavior because society is just, normalized to a degree where if you step outside of these boundary lines, then for some reason people get aggressive with that. And it just blows my mind. So for me, it's empowered me, but absolutely. And coming from a very hyper-religious background, the devil's music, all that. I was always seen as sort of the black sheep of the family, for sure. But thankfully, my parents allowed me to get into it, and my mom would actually come to shows to support me when I was young. So I had the support. But yeah, in school, of course, I got picked on. But again, if you're listening and you're a young person and you're getting picked on, take pride in the fact that you're different, because you can make a career out of it.
I think that is important, though. You shouldn't feel because you're different that you are wrong.
Right.
Because you're being treated differently doesn't mean that you're wrong for being yourself. And you're right, you should take pride in that.
Correct, yeah. I think that's the beauty of festivals like this. You get to meet a lot of people who are just like you. And there's nothing better than that when you feel like you're not alone in this world. When it comes to the way you think, the way you dress, the way you act, your sexual preferences, your whatever the case may be, you're not alone. And I think it's super important for people to hear and to be around other people who feel the same way. So festivals like this, love it. Beautiful. You see all these people commingling, and we're all weirdos and freaks and geeks and all that stuff. It's a lovely thing.
Absolutely, it really is. It's beautiful to see. And I'm really glad you said that, because, like I said a minute ago, it is important to make people realise it's okay to be yourself.
Yes.
But as you said, there's a lot of young people here today, people who are growing up, being in this culture, dressing differently, being who they want to be. What do you think people like the Sophie Foundation, who are supporting young people like that, could do to sort of make sure that people know that it's okay and be there for them when things do go bad?
Yeah, I think talking about it is the most important thing. I think a lot of people are afraid, or they feel they're a burden, and I think it's important to let everybody know out there, you got to speak up. If you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling like an outcast, if you're having suicidal thoughts, say it out loud. You're going to find somebody who's either A, been through that before, or understands what it's like. Empathy, sympathy, they go a long way, and the conversation needs to continue and be loud. And that's what I'd say is step one, say it. Say you're not okay, and let somebody know that it's okay not to be okay.
Absolutely. Beautifully said. Beautifully said. Bringing it back to you guys, of course. You guys are on start of a mini European tour at the moment. How's it going? Are you looking forward to being in that European crowds?
It's been great so far, and honestly, today is the pinnacle of it for me in my mind. When I looked at this tour, that date kept coming back, and the idea that we're headlining here and playing here, I'm in great spirits. The tour has been awesome so far, but I have a feeling tonight's the night that I'm going to remember for a very long time.
Yeah, phenomenal. Absolutely beautiful. But it's been 4 years, obviously, since Atonement came out. Is there anything that you're allowed to talk about coming out soon?
Nothing coming out soon. No, we're neck deep in demos and being very critical of ourselves internally. And I think because of that, it's going to create a very unique sounding record. And there's a lot of aggression and passion. And hopefully, you're going to get what you like with Killswitch, but it's going to be fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I'll say.
Okay.
I'll leave it at that.
One thing I did want to quickly mention was regarding playing shows. I saw you're playing the Alaskan State Fair. That's got to be different.
It is different. We got the offer, and it was literally an offer we couldn't refuse. Megadeth was supposed to be doing that festival, and for whatever reason they pulled out. So that slot, that pay grade, that all that stuff got thrown to us, and within, I'd say, 15 minutes, we all said yes.
Fair play. I didn't realize there was a metal scene in Alaska, so that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you got 36 Crazy Fists, who were one of my favorites back in the day. They put Alaska on the map. But getting up there, if anyone's ever been, or hasn't been, I should say, it's an amazing place. It's absolutely beautiful. It's wild. It's pristine. And the people are ravenous for music, because not a lot of bands go there. So it's guaranteed to be a party if you go to Alaska.
Incredible. Jesse, thank you so much for taking the time.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Really means a lot.
Thank you, listeners.
Thank you so much, Jesse.
Peace.